Hey, it's Joel. We're at Formnext in Germany, thanks to Nexa 3D. Thanks, Nexa. I'm here at the Polymaker booth with Matt Denton. Hey, man.
How you doing?
Why are we next to this? Because it's huge and it's about to hit me in the head.
Why are we next to this?
Well,
this is one of probably the third giant scale 3D printed Lego inspired model that I built.
that's kind of your thing, right? You like to upsize the Lego compatible bricks and make insane things. I have to ask you, is Lego okay with this?
I don't know, which is why I say it's Lego inspired.
There we go.
It's not Lego, it's Lego inspired. And I started with a go-kart for my nephew, and it was like a 5x scale, same scale as this, so 500% bigger. And it came out about this big, and he was 7 at the time, and I thought he'd be able to sit on it. He was way too big for it still at 7 years old. But anyway, from there I started building other kits, and this particular kit was my favorite, and I got this in about 1981, I'm going to say, 1980.
I love this.
And it really inspired me to get into engineering, just because of all the linkages on it and stuff, and the cogs and the gearing, you know. So that got my brain going, and so that was kind of a homage to my youth doing this particular kit.
So the kit in the 80s, it inspired you to get into engineering, and now that you got into engineering, you're like, I'm going to rebuild it. So is this the kit just at scale? Like, are these bricks the same bricks that you would see in the instructions?
It's exactly the same.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. And it's still, you can take this apart, you know. There's a few little bits of glue in there now.
I would imagine.
Most of it's, reconfigurable.
So you printed this, if I remember right, this was Lowell's Bot Machines.
Yes.
Polymaker filaments.
Yes, it's all poly. This is consisting of Poly Light PLA, Poly Max PLA, and there's a little bit of PETG in there as well.
Oh, how long did it take?
That, if you only had one printer, you're looking at 6 weeks. Yeah. Fortunately, I had a few printers by this point, so yeah.
Like, it just brings me joy looking at this, right? Because I like to print large things.
Yep.
And there's just something about it that's inspirational, that feels good. Like, I would imagine once you got to this one, like you said, it's your third, like you were hooked.
Yeah. So this was the third. I did the go-kart, the forklift, the bulldozer, and then the tractor behind me, and then maybe more to come.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? Next year we might see some more large Lego-inspired builds, huh?
Yep.
This is radio-controlled, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, so I got the tracks working on. This is one of the most joyous parts to make, these tracks. And there are metal pins joining these together.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
No, there is. They're a little bit cheap, but they do all click together. They come apart and click together.
If I move this, does it go?
Not really. I'll tell you what the problem was. There's so much friction. I didn't put bearings in this model, so you can drop the bucket there. It is going down, but you'll never get it back up without lifting it because there's too much friction.
So if I do this, if I just kind of...
you lift it a bit and then it will...
It's just, it got lowered to the part where it's going to hit me in the head, and I didn't want to be hit in the head.
So, yeah, I mean, I'd love to get that bit radio controlled as well, but I think to do that, I'm going to have to take it apart and put bearings and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're just going to build it again anyway,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
I mean, it seems like what you do.
Exactly.
At what point did you build this?
Okay, so the nephew wouldn't fit in the 5x.
Wait, I have to interrupt you.
Okay.
Honestly, I just want to see you get in it.
Oh, yeah, okay. You can try and get in it. Let's hope this stand holds up and brakes on. There we go.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
So the weight limit on this obviously is you shocked me.
Hello.
How are you doing? The weight limit here, I'm a little bit too heavy for this, but we might be able to drive this around at some time, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I saw this was in the video with James Bruton, right?
He did, yeah. He came out and helped me do the speed test on it. We did speed trials.
That's right, on that nice flat
Exactly.
ground,
We were in a parade ground and a naval base. Apparently it's like sacred. You're not allowed on it, and we were allowed to do a speed test with a giant.
Oh, that's amazing.
So we got this up to 31 miles an hour. So 50 kilometers an hour, yeah.
Jeez.
And I can tell you at that speed, with this kind of steering, look how much play there is. It's pretty sketchy. But
it's like you had a helmet on, so I mean, you're safe.
Yeah, I did.
You're safe.
I didn't go with the old safety tie.
No.
No, I went helmet. But it's got a solid metal rear axle, so I am cheating slightly there.
Okay.
But this is basically Polyflex on this. So these tires are.
Oh, the tires are
Polyflex.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Polymaker Polyflex, and even the front axle is Polymax PC. So the front axles are 3D printed at 70% infill.
Oh, wait, so it's a metal axle all the way through in the back.
Yeah.
And these ones are just short axles.
Yeah.
And those are 3D printed.
Yeah.
And you're sitting in it.
Yeah, doing 30 miles an hour.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
It's terrifying. And the rest of this is Polymax PLA, mostly Polymax PLA. Some of the parts, the Like the more, like these bits of poly light PLA, just because they're not structural.
It's a little loose back here, man.
It's very loose back there. That was very last minute. It's to cover up the motors and stuff,
Okay.
So, yeah.
But you think about this, and like, that is a familiar, I'm sorry.
Right, yeah.
Jeez. These are very familiar parts.
Yeah.
And it's just a joy to see these. Like, I would imagine while you're building something like this, it feels good.
Yeah. Just anything in scale. It's that scale thing again. If you take something that's supposed to be small and make it big, it works. And if you do it the other way around, if you take something that's supposed to be enormous and make it small, it works. It's a cheap art trick. The artists do this a lot, Don't make a giant version. It's art.
Yeah. Well, giant dogs are cool, and then if you want giant dogs that are small, you get a cockapoodle.
Exactly.
Well, okay, so this and this are both insane sized things that you've 3D printed. Obviously, let's see, this was lowest spot, Polymaker filaments as well. But behind me, you actually have like a smaller thing. Can we talk about the robot?
Yeah, Dio droid. Yeah, let's go look at it.
Let's do it. Yep. Finally, we have this fan build.
Yes.
Fan build.
Yes.
Okay, this is Dio from episode
Dio.
9.
Yep.
Hello, I am Dio.
And this was a build by a guy called Michael Badley, and so he built this once he saw the real one rolling out on stage, which was built by my colleague Josh Lee. And Michael built this, and I'd seen him printing this online. I thought he's done a really nice job of it. And because it's a fan build, I can build one, obviously, because I have to be very careful with connections to work.
Right.
But I just took his design and I redid the internals to my own specifications. So I took his...
Meaning the gears?
Changed the motors, the gearing, the electronics, and the software, the control system. So the brain of this Dio is mine, and but the outside...
What was there before?
Well, Michael had done a version that used standard radio control gear and stuff. I think he might have even it did have an Arduino in there, but I just kind of stripped all that out and put my own software on there, if you like, put my own control system, and
No, thank you. No, thank you.
I did also change a lot of the servos and the way some of this works, but the rest of it is pretty much Michael's design.
So then this isn't something that Michael built and then gave to you. You printed this.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and I did a series on this myself. So Michael had done his own series, and then I did my own series based on Michael's design, but just an updated version.
Okay.
And this I've got one more episode to do on this, really, because there's a little bit more finesse to do on there. And then I'm hoping to get Henrik Svensson to paint it for me, and he painted all of our Star Wars creatures and droids and everything. So that'd be really nice. That
would complete it, really.
Yeah, exactly. To get his weathering on there would be lovely. Yeah.
Thank you. Very kind.
Can we turn it on? Can we
Yeah,
power
yeah,
it? Put it on the
just
floor,
put it
make
down
it
the
go?
floor and
Let's
fire
do
them
it. Let's
up.
do it. So Matt, it's going.
Yeah.
It's going. It's a self-balancing droid.
It is, yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And I remember watching the videos that you've done on this. Oh, hello. You're a cutie. This probably, like, if I had one of these at home, I would drive my kids and my dogs nuts.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm smiling. This is bringing me a lot of joy, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. This is cool. Self-balancing. The turning mechanism, are these independent?
Yep.
And those can,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. So
okay.
the
So
central-
tank controls.
Yeah, so there's effectively the green filament here, which is again is a Polyflex. These are two independent wheels, and this Polyflex tire in the middle is completely hollow, printed with a single perimeter hollow tire. Yeah.
Oh.
So that it deforms when it's on the floor and doesn't affect the driving.
That's perfect.
And actually, it gets pushed along when it's moving. It's just getting the floor is pushing the central piece, and the outside tires are doing the work.
Oh, that's amazing. So if I wanted to do something like this,
Yep.
can I lean on you for some help?
You can, yeah. There's literally an entire Dio YouTube series. There's a Facebook group I set up, and all of these files are available on my Thingiverse account for free.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you out there, if you want to see me build a fan-inspired Dio creation, let me know in the comments, because I really hope you do. This would be a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. This has been a joy. Obviously, Matt, where can they find out more information on how to learn more about what you do?
Sure. You can get me on Instagram and Twitter at Mantis Robot, and youtube.com/Matt Denton.
Perfect. We'll put links down in the description. If you made this far, you're awesome. Don't forget to hug each other more. Fight for a cause you believe in. And as always, high five. That was crisp.
That was
That was crisp.
Why would there be smoke?
So wait, which way's on? So on, so just like that. Go.
Yeah.
I've almost pulled the steering wheel out 5 times.
Yep, that happens.